Hey everybody, this is Desert Prepper 1. Well, what you're looking at there is the results of my first pressure canning experience. I've had this canner for a bit, and I don't know, just have been a little afraid to use it, or trying to get as much information as I could before I tried. So I did ground beef today. And I'll tell you, ground beef is a pain in the butt. I cooked it first, or browned it, however you want to say it, in just regular pan, and then put it in the jars afterward. But I don't know, I had some mixed results. Like this one here has a lot of grease floating. This one here, the water is like gone. This one here, I don't know, this one's weird. I have some questions I'm going to ask some of you guys that are veterans on this. What all, maybe if I did something wrong, or maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Basically what I did is I pan fried it, or cooked it in a pan, drained off as much of the grease as I could, and then put it in the jars, stuffed it down, and then topped it up with hot water, and put a little salt on there, and put the lids on, put them in the canner. But anyway, I have a list of questions. All right. First thing I noticed when I took the cans out, or the jars out, is that the water that was in the canner was full of grease, meat grease. Like, spit it out. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, if that's normal or not. I don't think I've heard anybody say that. So that was the first thing I noticed. I didn't know if that was right or wrong. There's quite a bit too. I mean, it's almost like the things opened up and just, I thought one broke actually. But anyway, so is that normal? If it is, cool. If not, well then what? I guess I gotta eat a bunch of hamburger or freeze it. The jar in the middle, when I put this red thing on, when I took them all out, they were all bubbling and bubbling and bubbling for hours. This one wasn't bubbling at all. I mean, hardly at all. And it was the last one to seal. I think it did. Can't even tell. Can't see it. Maybe it didn't. No, it looks like it did. I don't know. You can't tell. I can't tell. It looks like all the rest of them. So, I think it did finally seal. But, all these other ones were just bubbling away. I mean, for 2-3 hours, 4 hours. That one wasn't doing anything. So I'm wondering what the deal is with that. And then I don't know, things look a little different in some of these. Like, this one here looks a lot different than this one. Now, I did cook some of the meat previously, the first batch, a little longer than the others. Maybe that's why. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, yeah, these jars, as I'm picking them up, they have. I mean, they still got grease on them. I haven't washed them off because I'm letting them cool. So basically, the next thing I was going to do is this boneless, skinless chicken thigh leg meat stuff. I was planning on doing that tomorrow, or maybe the next day. And you can see, look in here, you can see there's a fair amount of fat. And actually, once you get these, thaw them out and you can flip them out of there, there is pretty good sized pieces of fat. First off, would you take that out and cut all the fat off, or would you leave it there? And then when you put the meat in the jars, would you just pack it in there as tight as you can? Would you put liquid in there or no liquid? I was going to cut some of this stuff up, you know, make it into chunks about, you know, yay big or whatever, so we have it ready to go, you know, like for burritos or stir fry or whatever we want to do. So you know, let me know what we do. And yeah, I'm not going to pre-cook it. I wasn't planning on it. If you recommend I do, then I will, but I wasn't planning on it. I was going to just put it in raw. And then let's see, oh, if you double stack the pints in your cooker, because I can do that, you have to cook it any longer, or are you good to go? And then can, you know, the directions with this thing say, you know, to put 1.5 inches of water in the canner, and where I am, my elevation is about 3,000 feet, so I have to cook it longer. Can I put more water in there? You know, maybe, so the jars are about half, the bottom jars are about half covered. You know, I don't want to screw anything up, but I think 1.5 inches of water would be gone in an hour and a half, or an hour, or however long it takes to do this stuff. This stuff was in there for an hour and a half, because it said, I think 75 minutes, and then add 15 for the elevation. So you know, let me know on that, and well, there you have it. Now I'm going to be a cannon fool. I've been watching a lot of you guys' videos, Minbound, Cat's Cradle, Bear Prepper, What You Waiting For. I just started watching I'm Still Working. There's a lot of people out there that are doing good videos on canning. If you haven't looked at those channels, go ahead and do that. They know what they're doing. They got it figured out. So maybe someone can answer a couple of those questions, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.